Hey guys, this is Teacher Elo, and I'm here to explain the secrets of writing. Okay, so today we will learn how to write descriptive sentences, how to explain and describe photos, and a pre-writing activity. So everything here is a pre-writing activity. That means before you write. Okay, so let's look at this photo here. And the question, what do you see in this photo? Okay, so think about it. What do you see? So usually my students would say, I see a palm tree and a street, something like that. Okay, so today we're going to practice how to write bigger sentences with more describing words. Okay, so usually when I ask that question, my students say, I don't know, right? Explain more. And students say, oh, I don't know, I can't explain anymore. All right, so I say, well, you should probably watch more of my videos to help you explain more. Okay, and today we're going to do that. All right, so what do you see in this photo? Okay, what we're going to do right now is look at the photo and look at different parts or different pieces in the photo. It's like a list of what do you see. So for example, I see a palm tree, cars, stores, buildings, the sky, a motorcycle, trees, a street, a sign. Okay, so here we actually have a lot of things in this photo, right? So before we only saw the trees and the streets, but now if we take time, we can see, okay, there's different items. There's like that sign right there, and oh, there's a motorcycle, not only cars, there's different things. Okay, so we're just taking time to look at different pieces. And now, this is the important part. We will choose one item and describe it. Okay, an item means a thing. So choose one thing in the picture, in the photo, and describe it. So I'm going to choose the palm tree. So the palm tree is tall, green, thin, elegant, pretty. Okay, and there can be different words to describe this. You can say it's brown, it's dry, there's different words. Okay, these are only examples. Okay, here's another one. Now I will focus on the sky. The sky is blue, cloudy, fresh, picturesque. Okay, so picturesque is a more advanced word. That means it looks like a photograph. It looks like art. And fantastic. Okay, you can always describe using those words. Excellent, great, good, fantastic, right? Those really bring positivity to your writing. Okay, here's another example for buildings. Right, again, we have different adjectives to describe. The buildings are old, clean, red and white, interesting, expensive. Okay, and don't forget, you can always use colors to describe, right? Like when somebody asks, which one is your car? You tell them, oh, the green one or the white one. Right? It's good describing words for things. Okay, so create a few describing sentences. So here, you're going to look at the same photo, use all the words we just practiced, and write a few describing sentences. So if you can, pause the video and write some ideas, and then I will give you my example. Okay, so this is my example. I wrote it in paragraph form. It says, the city has tall palm trees. People walk through the clean streets next to many cars and motorcycles. The blue sky makes the city fresh and interesting. Okay, wow, right? This one gives more information and makes it more interesting, right? Maybe you want to go visit the city now that you have this description. And look at all these adjectives, right? They're all in yellow here. I have tall, clean, many, blue, fresh, interesting, right? We're describing. We're using all these words here. And we're also using these direction words like through, next to, right? Those also give descriptions. So just remember, you learn a lot of English. Maybe you're practicing with videos and class. You learn a lot of things. So remember, you can put those in your writing, right? All those ideas. All right, so the writing tips we just learned are describe your ideas, use adjectives, and slow down, just like the turtle, right? So sometimes maybe the teacher gives you homework or an activity or assignment and you want to finish it very quickly. So yes, right, sometimes we don't want that stress, but it's important to think about it, right? If you're going to go to high school or college, university, you want to write something that's very good, right? Something that you're proud of. So make sure you take your time, slow down, think about different pieces of what you're describing, and then use your adjectives, right? If you have more questions or you want to practice more about adjectives, I do have a video on that. You can watch that. And we have one more practice for you. So your quick quiz practice for today is to write a few sentences to describe the photo. And don't just do it quickly, right? Remember to write the describing words that we talked about first, the different pieces in the photo. So I'll give you 5 seconds to pause the video and then I will give you one example. Okay, so I'm going to give you my example right now. Okay, so my example, the green hills are dry in the summer. The empty trail is dusty and inviting. I would like to walk on this lovely trail soon. Okay, so I described everything in that photo and I added more information, right? I said, the summertime, I would like to walk on it. So I'm giving my own feelings, I'm adding to it. And that describes the photo, right? The photo looks a little simple, but you can make it interesting with your ideas and your words. Okay, so here, just going to show you all the adjectives I used. I used green, dry, empty, dusty, inviting, and lovely. And I also used some time phrases like in the summer and soon, right? Those also describe the time. All right, so I hope you learned something here. If you learned something interesting or you want to share your best sentence, make sure you write that in the comments. I love to read your comments. They're very interesting. And remember, you can subscribe and get a video every week. And like always, thank you for your time.